Hi Ricky, thanks for joining us. Just wondering about your reflections on a game which, from my point of view, was a lot closer than the scoreline suggests it was.
Yeah, you're framing that in a positive way. I think the bottom line is if you give away the goals that we did today, then you can't expect to win games of football. That was uncharacteristic of us last year, those types of goals that we conceded. This year that we have had previous with that. But I just felt within our system there was a tactical element that we didn't follow instruction on the park, which I'm disappointed with in terms of how we pressed them. Gave them too much time, which allowed them to put pressure on our back lot, and within that, there are individual moments once that ball came through in the defensive third, we didn't do well enough. And when the ball starts to come into your box, then you're liable to potentially lose a goal. So, but the bits for me were a problem before that. As you're saying there, credit to the guys in the second half for coming back strong, got the goal, but we lose a goal early in the second half, you can't do that. So you can't lose 3 goals to anybody and expect to win.
Yeah. Just a wee question, you made a triple change there at half time, obviously kind of reflecting what you'd seen in the first half. Just wondering if you can give us a wee bit of your thoughts behind those 3 changes and what you were looking to try and get out of the team.
We changed the shape, obviously, as you probably saw. We matched up in the middle of the park. I felt matched up, and then added one in the middle of the park to try and get on the ball a bit more, and then trying to use our width, push the fullback, change the profile of fullback to try and get more attacking minded. And from that perspective, it worked because we all had a lot of pressure. Bonnyrigg defended for their lives, and they done it very well, and that's why they deserved to win the game. We didn't put it in the net. We could have scored, a few chances more, even in the first half, Keith, because Bonnyrigg has a great chance, a couple of maybe good chances if I remember right up that top end, but we don't score. So we need that conviction, that composure in that final third to keep us into the game and do better as a defensive unit. We certainly done that, but at 2-0 down, there's an element of the mindset to be, do you know what, we've got nothing to lose, and the guys played in the second half like we've got nothing to lose. So that's all very well, competing in the second half, creating good chances, but just not enough. An example of that is we put in a great corner right on top of Connolly, who's not the tallest of keepers. He's not great on cross balls for me. He's good with other areas of his game, and he gets a punch to it, and we've got 3-4 guys over 6'5", and we don't lay a glove on that situation. So that's why we lose.
No worries. And we talked earlier in the start of the month about how busy November would be, so we move straight into a cup game against Caledonian. So still a lot to play for in the season, in terms of analysing what's happened today and moving straight on. Anything that you have in mind for the Caledonian game, or are you just going to analyse today and then take it from there?
Going to analyse today and take it from there, see where we are injury wise, etc. Caledonian's not in my mind just now. Caledonian's in my mind Sunday, Monday, and then we've got to move on. But what we can't do is we can't down tools. We it was a big game for us today. We know that. We go and win 3 points. We get, we probably get ourselves up the table. You look at the results after as well. You're thinking, right, we're going to push on. But it's a game. It's one game. Right, okay, it's a disappointing game, but we've picked the bones from it. We've got to keep supporting the players. I want to challenge them more. All right, I want to place more demands on them all the time, and that's the game of football. And that's why we're coaches, and that's why we get involved in it. And if you can't cope with that as a football coach, football manager, goalie coach, whatever player, you're in the wrong game.
No worries. Thank you very much, Ricky.
Cheers.
Cheers now.
Right,